So, hello everybody, this is your friend Dave Gadvi and you're watching Care Nation. We have a very special guest with us today. Her name is Devika Menon. Hello Devika, how are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, Dave.
Excellent. Well, first of all, thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with me and my audience, Care Nation. We are really, really happy that you're here. So, for people who don't know, Devika was born and brought up in Mumbai and she is multi talented, right? She is a producer of short films. She has the production house called Divakar Films. She has done recent short film called Lori, and it's got really, really good recognition. She's also an author. She also is a painter. So she's a complete artist. So I don't know, Devika, how do you do this? You're doing everything. Is there anything that you don't do?
Uh, you'll have to come again. I didn't get your last sentence. You're almost
Is
inaudible.
is there any art form that you're not good at? You're an author. You are a painter.
So
You
I'm
are.
not very good at but
Beg your pardon?
I said I'm not very good at martial arts.
Okay, good for boys, good for people. All right, great. So, Devika, this interview we are doing is, we're talking to all the successful people who have been really good in their own field and they got really good success. We're trying to learn from everyone and sharing with the Care Nation so that everybody can learn from each other and grow in life. So, I wanted to understand, if you can just share a little bit insight on what is it that success mean to you personally.
Success means freedom, the freedom to pursue what you want to do without any preconceived notions, without any taboos. It's basically a journey, and the whole idea of actually attaining success is it's a path, whether you're a leader or you're a follower. But the end of the road has to be a joy of living. You can't just compromise on the whole joy of living and try to attain success because life is very beautiful and one has to understand that whole thing. So at the end of the destination, it has to be a destination towards joie de vivre.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, most definitely. I've spoken to a lot of youngsters, and what they tell me is success for them is getting a lot of money, having loads of wealth. That's what they usually quantify it. But you beautifully mentioned that success cannot just be measured by money. It's about the freedom, things that you can do when you want in your own on your own conditions. So I think it's beautiful, beautiful. So I also wanted to understand for our audience that there are a lot of people who are starting their career, working for some other companies. They have their own aspiration, dreams. How would somebody come out of the rat race, the mindset that they have is 9 to 5, and build somebody else's dreams and what is it that you would suggest or recommend anybody to do because you are your own boss and you're doing multiple things yourself, so what is it that you would advise and again did, I'm not 100% familiar, but were you part of some organization before and then you started your own art and all the production house yourself now, or how was your journey?
No, I have not been a part of any production house. I am basically I'm from this field of psychology, so I have been a science student, and then I've been dabbling with writing and painting and other forms, and then I just in my course of psychology, I met so many people, so many different incidents, and so many snippets of life, and which I wanted to bring across to the people. And what better way than a visual cinematic form? Because even if I write books, there would be limitations, but a cinema is easier for viewing and to to relate to. So, and you wanted to know about the rat race, is it?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is the advice I'd give to the rat race?
Yes.
See, first of all, I think we all are. We don't have to follow a herd instinct here. It's just like because somebody A is doing this, so the B goes into that and C goes into that. Each of us have our own potential, and it's very important to recognize that. Um, And also, it's not very imperative that every journey has to end. See, the kind of work I do as a writer, it's not really something which is very lucrative or which is very money providing. Mm, and at least in India, I don't think there are very many writers who actually they can keep their home fires burning with writing. But it's a passion, so I would always say like follow your passion, follow your heart.
Yeah, but I think that is the most beautiful thing you said. You should follow your heart. A lot of time we just get caught up in this 9 to 5 job because we follow our brains. And I was one of them for a long time, and I'm still coming out of that mindset as to how can we follow hard and do what we really love doing and not just work for somebody just because we want to earn our bread and butter. So beautiful, beautiful point. So what is it
It's
that
like
you would, yeah,
it's like during your growing up years, you do what your parents want you to do. So your passion is actually in some way they are unfinished desires. Then you want to follow something which your friends want to do. So somewhere you don't actually sit and introspect and understand what you want to do as an individual, and that I think is the most important thing.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. So what is it that you would advise the ambitious people or the people who want to grow in life? What is that you would advise they should do on a daily basis, like daily activities or habits? What are some good habits that they should definitely inculcate in them?
Right now, the way I can hear you, it's almost like Rakesh Sharma's trip to the moon, and that kind of conversation. I can barely. It's so incoherent. I can barely get you. So you have to come again with the question.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. So the question which I wanted to ask you is, what is it that you would advise the young people to do on a daily basis, like the daily habits, in order to be more successful?
What I would advise the youngsters who want to be more successful.
Yeah, yeah. What should they do on a daily basis,
Okay, follow
regular
your
basis?
ambition, do what you want to do, and see, and there is a lot of space for everybody. It's not like if you want to go ahead, you need to amputate someone. You can there is space for everyone, and it's a huge canvas here, and everyone has their own particular space. So it's not like one gets ahead, so the other has to lag behind. And collectively, I mean, people can achieve a lot of things. But
Yeah, yeah,
understand the potential. Like do something which you think you can do, and of course, which will provide you at least enough to keep yourself out of financial crunch. But then understand what it is you have. Like for example, now you are a coach. Okay, so there are certain things that you need, so certain parameters that you follow. Certain things, like for example, you go out and you kind of give a motivational speech. There are some things you need to know about the pace in which you speak, the poise in which you speak, the pause, which is very important. So you understand that you have those qualities, so you decided to be a coach. Now you're out of the rut of a 9 to 5 thing and you're on to do something on your own. So I think one needs to understand that.
yeah, yeah. Most definitely. So what I gain from here is you need to continue following what you're doing and learn the best practices and work on your own skills. So I think that really makes sense. Now I'm gonna quickly check if we have any questions. Great question. So one of the question is, how do you push through your worst times? I'm sure everybody in their life they go through tough phase where things are not working out for them. So when you have a downtime going on and you're not able to get what you want, how do you push through and get past the worst times?
Hope and faith.
Hope and faith. Yes, great. So things
Yeah,
things would
like we all go through that, and I guess there are times when you actually hit rock bottom. Take it as the only. I mean, that's the last. I mean, after that, it's not like an abysmal fall. So you can always get up and you can just start again. And yes, we all. And me being a woman, there have been a lot of challenges for me to face. You know, people think it's easy for women. No, it's not. The world out is as competitive for women as it is for a man. And yes, there are times when I almost, uh, and like most of them, see, the main problem what I have seen, even in youngsters, school kids, they prepare themselves to fail rather than preparing themselves to pass. So it's like, what if I don't do this, then what next? So they always want to keep a plan B ready. So I just say that no, if you are very sure about your plan A, then just pursue that. And no matter what, and there will definitely be a lot of problems, and there will be a lot of challenges, but don't lose hope. Hope and faith, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, most definitely. Hope and faith, and that's the only thing which will actually help you to keep moving forward. Whenever I have bad times, what I do is I go back to my goals. I just look at, okay, where am I heading? Okay, I have a bad phase, bad patch right now, but that's not going to define who I will be 5 years down the line. So when I go back to my own goals, I see where I would want to go, where am I heading. That gives me immense booster to get past the worst time. Second thing I do is I usually look at the good feedback, good comments, or good times that I had. Anybody talking good things about me, I try and use that thing to motivate myself that, hey, forget about this bad time, bad part, but there are a lot of people who are appreciating what I'm doing. So that again gives me in motivation. Third thing, I don't think negative at all. Whatever is happening, it usually is for some positive part of our life.
Absolutely.
It's a learning lesson.
Absolutely.
So yeah, these are
Yeah.
three things which has helped, but definitely you need to have hope and faith, without which nothing works out. So great, well said. Look, I know we have a very limited time today. Probably I'll take one last question, and I promise that I'm gonna see you someday, and we will also meet someday in Mumbai. We'll go through your
Have a better
painting.
conversation. I think when you come down to Mumbai or something, this is actually a big challenge. This is one of the challenges we're facing right now.
Yes,
So,
yes.
um, yeah, we'll definitely continue sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll definitely catch up when I'm in Mumbai. We'll do one more round of interview, and you're very great personality who really people will look forward to becoming somebody like you. Hey, last question. Okay, what is achieve good life and good career? Well, I don't know what would that mean. Okay, so important question. So, what is the key mantra for achieving success apart from hard work? Is there any replacement, or is
I'll
there
tell
any?
you what. I am the daughter of an entrepreneur, and all along I've seen my father. Um, he used to run three factories, and uh, he he was home at lunch, and then he would spend all his time with us. Um, what I learned from him is it's not important to really work hard. It's very important to work smart, and it's not just about toiling yourself with no results. It's about you should know what the work requires and how much of an effort you need to put. But it doesn't mean that you just go on putting hard work. You need to know the entire the equation of or the formula of the particular job. That's the reason you need to understand whether you're fit for it in the first place. So I think it's very important to work smart. Apart from hard work, yes, that's the most important thing. Work smart, and in today's competitive field, it's very important to be a people's person, to go out there, meet a lot of people, form a good network. That helps in these days. And actually, with online, Facebook, WhatsApp, the world has become a smaller place. It's very easy now to form a network. It was a challenge probably 10 years back, but now not so much. So I think it's very important to go out, meet people, and form a good network.
Absolutely, no, beautiful point. Something you really said, which is like worth millions. Social media, right? People are so social media ignorant or illiterate. They're still not using social media to the potential, which is such an easy window to the world. Of course, hard work can never be replaced, but people need to get smart along with the hard work to start using these technologies and tools. So I think great, brilliant. A lot of learning from you, Devika. Um, Aniket is asking one more question. It's an optional if you want to take it, or we can wrap up, and we can do this rest of the interview sometime when I'm in Mumbai. He's saying that
Okay.
how do you handle the initial stages of success?
Come again?
He's saying that how do you handle the initial stages of success?
By reveling in the joy along with everyone else. Because success, at least where I am concerned, it's a collective work. So it's not just me singularly, achieving success. It's always been with whatever field I've been. And success cannot be attained unless there is no one there to appreciate that success. Like suppose I paint something, I need someone to admire that painting. If I write something, I need someone to read that book. If I make a film, I need people to view that. So it's a collective thing. I need people, I need viewers, I need readers. So whenever if you think that's success, then yes, it's like I revel in that joy along with everyone else.
Excellent, excellent. Rejoice and enjoy the success and set yourself for another one. Great, great. Devika, thank you so much. It has
Thank
been
you,
sheer
Sachin.
pleasure to have you online, and I'm sure there's a lot to learn, and we will keep following your journey. I will leave the links of your work of art about Laurie and your author, so people can follow you and reach out to you if you have any questions. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a very pleasant evening too.
Pleasure. Thank you.